Welcome on in another video about the great sport of the NFL. Now pretend you didn't read the title. If you did, pretend that you didn't happen. If you didn't read the title, don't read it, because let me give you some stats and you tell me how many wins you think this team has as I'm telling you the stats, obviously. Their top receiver is ranked out of all receivers in the top 80. Their second highest receiver is also ranked in the top 80. Their quarterback has a 58% pass completion record. Their running backs are a few yards apart, and one of the main backs that you got is ranked 25. Their record is one game above 500 coming into this week. And they are actually doing better than what the NFL predicted. The NFL writers predicted, and they're also doing better than I predicted. Not that my opinion really matters, or I think it does. And those stats belong to the New York Jets, who, yes, are 5-4, are leading the AFC wild card. Their top receiver, Jeremy Curley, has 347 receiving yards, and he's ranked in the top 80. Their next receiver, Stephen Hill, is also ranked in the top 80, and I don't think he has played in the last 3 weeks. Their top receiver, the top named receiver, who you paid big money for, hasn't played in 5 weeks, and quite honestly I think he's milking an injury, but that's another story, and his name is Santonio Holmes. Your two running backs, Chris Ivy has 369 yards on 30 carries. Powell, who's right ahead of him, has 414 yards. Your quarterback, rookie quarterback, Geno Smith, has 8 TDs only, 58% completion percentage, and he has 1997 pass yards. And they're 5-4, like I mentioned, and this is the New York Jets. So the whole point of this video, if you're Rex Ryan and you don't have a contract extension like tomorrow, you quite honestly should leave. Shouldn't wait any longer. Leave. Quit. If you're Marty Morningwig, you also, if you don't get an extension, you should also, if you don't get an extension tomorrow, you should also quit. If the Jets have half a brain, they will offer these 2 contract extensions, for the very fact that Rex Ryan, with the little talent that he has already, barring a colossal collapse in the upcoming weeks, has already done more than the critics thought that he could this whole season. He has made this team believe that anything is possible. And this team will probably run through a brick wall for this coach. This team, Rex Ryan has coached with smoke and mirrors. This team, by all accounts, should not be 5-4. Your quarterback is doing nothing special, but then again, your offensive coordinator is managing the game where Geno Smith is not overly exposed. Your top wide receiver hasn't made an appearance in 5 games. The last game that he played was good, but he hasn't been seen since. Seems to be no running game, no receiving game, and somehow the Jets are doing it. So, if you're a Jet fan, you should be pleasantly surprised. And if you're Rex Ryan, based on last year compared with this year, you have completely turned everything around as far as perception. You are once again the king of the Jets. You have your swagger back. So that's, my thoughts. Jets so far have done more than what was expected of them. Rex Ryan, your offensive coordinator as well, should also have an extension. And it seems that this marriage finally, offensive coordinator, coach, is finally working. Rex is able to focus on the defense. Marty is able to focus on the offense. And Rex obviously oversees everything in general. Much better situation than where you were last year with Marty, as opposed to Tony Sperano and the whole Tim Tebow fiasco. So, plain and simple, this was probably a long-winded video, but based on everything that I just told you, Rex Ryan definitely does deserve a contract extension, barring a collapse. So, until next time, over and out. Later.